listening to the Experience Pros radio show, where business revolutionaries Angel Tussey and Eric Raymer, best-selling authors of Lists That Saved My Business and founders of Experience Pros University, are inspiring you to get your business right. Let's join Angel and Eric for today's program.
Welcome to the Experience Pros radio show, Wilbur.
What is that all about?
Do you remember Mr. Ed?
Well, vaguely,
Well, no,
yes.
you were not born yet, but
Are you is it like Mr. Ed's birthday? Is this the anniversary?
no,
Are they reprising?
I don't
Mr.
think.
Ed?
Well, they kind of are in Europe, apparently. Have you read? Have you heard? Have you seen Time Magazine and all other news sources talking about meatballs?
Yes. Have you been partaking
Turns
in
out,
the meatballs?
no, but
'Cause you
turns out
sound a little
Swedish
horsey.
meatballs aren't so sweet after all.
Well, you know what? Maybe they came from a little pony named Swedish. No.
IKEA
Yeah.
in Europe
In Europe, sure.
has been linked
You know, it
to
wasn't.
horse meat.
Wasn't there just recently another restaurant in Europe? Horse meat is like all the rage back there. What is with that?
What's the problem with horse meat after all? I mean, we eat cows, which are kind of like slow horses, right? what is the
Yeah, they're
problem?
the same. They're the same.
Why are because we put a saddle on it, we're not supposed to eat it? Is that why?
What
is it?
I don't know what the deal is with the horses and they're sacred, but it is. They do seem to be common.
Must be that special flavor in the Swedish meatballs from IKEA. Not here in the U.S., by the way.
So they have a different recipe for the U.S. Of course they do.
Of course they do.
Of course they do. We would not
add
use
too much seasoning.
We would not use the same recipe in America that we would
no.
use in Europe for
Although
the
if we
same
did,
meatball.
I'll bet you IKEA is going to open up in Wyoming, maybe Texas.
No. Here,
Lots of wild horses
here
out there.
We need bison meatballs.
Bison meatballs?
Yeah.
I suppose you could probably find some of those.
Yeah, absolutely.
Right?
Well, and do you remember when the whole idea of the bison meatball and having buffalo meat, it was actually to create a commerce, an industry for buffalo, because
Right.
now there was a supply and demand type of thing.
But we don't have buffalo, we have bison.
Well, okay, so bison meat.
Right.
And so is that what they're trying to do over in
I don't know,
Europe?
but I would like to know.
Try to increase the commerce for horses?
If you would just write me a note on Facebook to let me know what's the problem with horse. I mean, I've heard it tastes like chicken.
Everything tastes
Right?
like chicken.
So
Horse doesn't taste like chicken. I'm
what's the
certain
problem?
It tastes like rattlesnake.
Would you go over to IKEA right now if they were serving horse meat meatballs?
No.
No?
I would not, no. I don't think so.
Angel says, nay.
Nay on the horse meat meatballs.
Nope. All right. Well, that's
Not even if you strap the saddle on me.
nobody's gonna strap a
You're
saddle
not
on
going to
you.
rein me in and
No,
over
no,
there.
no. I'm just asking. What's the deal?
I'm not going to start. Do you need a carrot? Can I start feeding you carrots?
I'm not
Do they
the
go well with
horse.
carrots? Is that like the side dish? You know how with buffalo
I'll
wings?
bet you they do.
Chicken wings, you get
Right.
the side of celery.
Yeah.
So with the side of
Horse meat meatballs.
you get carrots and apples.
Yeah.
I don't know,
like
dude.
that.
I don't know. Do they complement each other?
Nay. I don't know.
You're my foodie.
I am. But
So I don't suppose the chew on this,
relatively inexperienced.
the Swedish meatballs are on your next
we
chew
are
on
not
this
going to be
feature.
doing Swedish meatballs or horse meat meatballs on Chew on This, but you're going to love this week's
But
Chew on
you know
This.
what? Oh, yeah, it's going to be fantastic.
Mhm.
But I remember a scene from French Kiss. Meg Ryan was in that movie.
Oh, that's a movie.
Yeah, and they're talking about having these meatballs, and they were so delicious, and they were incroyable. And she's like, they have to be
What was that?
incroyable to disguise the horse meat. I remember that
It's an
scene.
incroyable.
It's the sauce that they put on it.
Oh, yeah.
Apparently, if it is.
Well, you don't need a sauce for the IKEA.
Isn't there special Swedish meatball sauce? They have. Like
Yeah,
their
but you
own.
don't need the sauce for IKEA's Swedish meatballs. The problem is with the horse meat meatballs in Europe from IKEA, you need an Allen wrench. All right. Well, don't go anywhere. We've got a great show for you today. Business tips and insights and your health tip coming up next.
We need a health tip.
Angel and Eric with the Experience Pros Radio Show.
The Experience Pros, revolutionizing the way people treat people in business.
It's time for you to take control of your finances.